Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over some strategic concepts in the Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation. This comes out of the ChessGoals 1d4 Classical course. And this game was recently played by one of our beta testers. So the game started d4, d5, c4, e6, knight c3. Typically this goes to a Queen's Gambit declined. Black played c6, and now our recommendation is to take on d5. And one of two things can happen now. If black plays c takes d5, this goes into a Slav exchange. E takes d5 is a Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation. So black took with the e-pawn, bishop f4, and those of you that follow the ChessGoals Caro-Kann repertoire will notice that this is actually a Caro-Kann exchange variation in reverse. So we have essentially the black side of the Caro-Kann exchange, but with an extra tempi. So now bishop f5 was played, and here we recommend a fun line where we go for a kingside pawn storm. We're planning to castle queenside and go for a big attack. So our recommendation is to play f3 here, and after knight f6, g4, bishop retreats, and now h4. And here black has to play h6 because we're actually threatening to play h5, trapping the bishop. So h6, e3, and the plan now is going to be, let's get this bishop to d3, trade it off for the g6 bishop, get the queen out of the way, queenside castle, and if black's king ends up on g8, we can go for a kingside pawn storm over here. And really the king is only ever going to end up on g8 here because c8 is actually wide open with our bishop cutting through. Okay, so in the game, black played knight b to d7, and this is not in our repertoire. The only line I think we covered in this position was bishop to d6, offering a trade of the dark square bishops. But after knight b to d7, we have to switch up our plan a little bit from what the repertoire recommends. And here the move that I'm going to recommend is bishop to d3. The nice thing with bishop to d3 is if you look at the two light square bishops, we are essentially forcing this bishop trade. And once these bishops trade off, that's one less defender around the black king, and it's also one less attacker of our queenside. So our plan is to queenside castle and go for the pawn storm. Bishop to d3 is a very strong move here, and white already has a pretty clear advantage. So after bishop takes d3, queen takes d3, let's look at a plan that makes sense for black. Bishop to b4, pinning our knight. Here we can go forward with the plan, queenside castle, black castles, and now knight to e2. The cool thing with knight to e2 is it looks like we're just defending the knight on c3, but we actually have a plan of knight to g3, eyeing the f5 and h5 squares for the knight. This is a really strong attack already. Look at how quick our pawn is coming with g5, and look at how slow black's pawns are on the queen side. So let's say black plays rook e8. Here we can continue with knight g3, and if black plays a move like queen to a5 trying to create threats over here, we can already play g5. And if you plug this into the engine, I think that the eval is already +3 for white. We can check real quick. Yeah, it's bouncing around 2.5. I saw as high as 3.5. So we have a really nice advantage here. Very strong attack. And going back to this position, after knight b to d7, if black plays any other move besides bishop to d6, I think bishop to d3 is always a strong move here. We're perfectly happy to trade off these light square bishops and continue our attack with the g-pawn. So if you're interested in this course, there's going to be more information coming out soon. The course is not quite published yet, but the PGN files should be out in the next week or so, and the videos will be trickling in as we get them completed. Our plan is to have a pre-order for the course, so make sure to check it out on the ChessGoals page. We'll have updates on there as well as on the YouTube channel when the course becomes available. And if you like this video, please click the thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel. Only about 30 or 35% of our viewers are subs to the channel, so we really would love you guys to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.